Well, let's continue talking about the online and offline space, and from online to offline and back. Why would a digitally born brand move into bricks and mortar? We heard from Lenskart yesterday, and they were talking about how they began as an online model and moved to the offline model very rapidly and very successfully. So what do these brands know that we don't? Exploring the reasons behind a reverse entry into the high street and the role that data plays in decision making. Phygital, as we just discussed, is the new wave. So let's get on stage. Shilpa Sharma, co-founder of Jaipur. Amit Chaudhary, co-founder of Lenskart. Jacqueline Munker, senior CX thought leader and practitioner. Manoj Krishnan, president IT at Landmark Group. Ganesh Subramanian, founder and CEO of Stylumia. And to moderate the discussion, Gurukirti Gurunathan, co-founder and SVP Technology at Carrot Lane. Amit, I hope you know I put you on the spot, right? Amit, I put you on the spot. I put you on the spot. You have a lot of things to answer for. A lot of boast yesterday. We want to hear the truth today.
Good afternoon, friends. This is Guru here. I am co-founder of the Carrot Lane. And today I'm going to be the moderator for the topic something which has been beaten to death from yesterday. So online to offline and omni-channel and talking about Phygital. A lot of buzzwords, including AI and ML. But today, as a panel, we discussed that we want to give some insights beyond the theory of why omni-channel and why a company ventures into either space. So I'll start off with our own journey. For Carrot Lane also, we started off in 2008 and 2012 is our inflection point where we realized that for a category like jewelry, consumers has to have trust on a brand that is being built. So for creating the trust, quite often it's about the experience that they get and they're talking about the conversations that they do on their social media and the networks plays a very big role. But the brand credibility is not built over time. So one of the important factors that we realized was there has to be a touch point for the consumer to be having a presence somewhere physically so that they can come and interact with the brand. Especially for an online brand, sitting behind a call center or a website is not going to help for them to make a heavy purchase. Something with an ASP of about 15,000, 16,000 rupees. Hence, the need for us to move into a offline space. We started off our first store in 2012, and then from that point on, we today have about 54 stores across India. So we realized that offline is something which we have to be dwelling in more and more. And the connection between an online and offline is what is going to make the business work is what we have realized. So I'm going to pause here. And today we have a lot of eminent panelists here in the group. Most of them are accomplished people in their own space. I wanted to just ponder their brain on this particular topic of online to offline or offline to online, whichever business they are in. And I wanted them to talk specifically about at the point of inflection, what was the decision point that was triggering this whole experience? Because this is not going to be an overnight picture, right? You have to be doing that as a plan. You have to have a strategy for doing that. So what was that single or multiple data points or the pulse that they got from the business that made them to venture either ways? I think you would know the panelists by now from the introduction from Manish. So we need not spend time on the introductions further, I feel. So we can just right away jump on that inflection point, that decision-making parameter that was in your head that clearly told you that I'm an offline, need to be going online, or I'm online, I need to be doing an offline. So let's start off from probably Ganesh.
Good morning, everyone. Maybe good afternoon. I think how many of you were bombarded with technology and a lot of things around technology in the last 1 or 2 days? And I'm sure if I ask another question that how many of you are a bit confused, what should I do? Which one of them should I adopt? When should I adopt? Equally, right? See, the point that I want to set the context, right? We can keep talking about online, offline, but one thing that does not change at all is consumer. For all of this, technology is not for the purpose of technology, I would call it anthropology, which means purpose of technology is to understand the consumer better. Every technology we're talking about, be it what the context of this conversation is about, why should you go online to offline or offline to online, is finally to serve this consumer at the right place at the right time. And I want to bring one context, having worked in both online and offline for a while, and being with Myntra and being with various fashion brands through my career. If I ask somebody, who is the hero in retail? How many of you say, it is my store? 3, 4 hands. How many of you say the product is the hero? A lot more than the number of people who raise their hands on store. Now the question is, I'm not putting one against the other, but I just want to make this point very clear that product plays a significant role in retail. Irrespective of you are in physical or you are in digital, if you don't have right product, there is no business. For where I want to hinge on in this conversation is, I want to take the role of product and then say how, wherever direction you go, how do you get your products right? So let's just today talk about, I was speaking to my colleague on the panel in Lenskart. They tried this, who's the celebrity? What's his name? The YouTuber? Bhuvan Ban. How many of you heard about this celebrity? Bhuvan Ban. See, now maybe a few years back, 2, 3 years back, this guy wasn't there. He is a hero, and they just put, this guy put one line saying that, your brother is going to be in Ambi Mall, and I think in Hindi, and 15,000 people turned up. Maybe for Shah Rukh Khan, so many people would not have turned up. Now the question is today, where is the demand coming from? Who is the hero? Who is the celebrity? Who is the influencer? For it's so dynamically changing that how do you understand taste of consumers? What's happening in the market is one area that we at Stylumia work on. What we do is we help you with, let's say, what are the winning dresses in India today? What are the latest trends, let's say, in women's tops? What kind of bottoms are doing well? What in athleisure is doing well? What is out there is trivial, but what's doing well and what's not doing well is non-trivial. For using big data at internet scale and using AI technologies, what we come out with is real-time global trends and location-specific trends for you to take informed product decisions. And I want to throw some few statistics with you that why is it so important. 1 out of 2 products do not sell well and sold on discount in fashion. You must all have experienced, right? Now, if I tell you, if you have to double your retail business, what will you do typically? You will double your stores, most of you. Simple logic, double your business, double your stores. Now, what we are saying is you can double your business, not double your business, double your profit by just improving 10% accuracy on forecast. If you just make the right product bets, you can improve your product's profit by 2x. For getting right product to the right consumer is super critical, irrespective of which channel that you're going to adopt, be it offline or online. And for that, dynamic market intelligence is super critical.